Now then, so you're not losing your mind. I am uploading twice in a day, and the sort of reason for this is I've been absolutely addicted to playing quadruple waylay because this deck is just very fun, and I've been saying for a long time Vanadane would be amazing if you could choose how many cards. And the second I saw Simless, I was like, okay, we're doing quadruple waylay the second the patch drops, and it's as fun and actually as good as I expected, to be honest. So what you're doing is like very very similar to how like traps works, where you play your Fight and Death in round one to sort of win the round with your elves, pulls an Ayla in. You've got your Isengrim, you've got your Venossiel. You maybe ideally you don't spend your Venossiel and your Isengrim, but as long as you compete in the round, you hopefully sort of dry pass around two, and then you go to round three where you play your Vanadame, you throw back two slightly useless cards. So you have two Whalers in hand, two in deck, and then you Snowdrop to put the two Whalers back in your deck. Now, there are some risks to this in that you have a chance of obviously off the Snowdrop drawing into your original copies that are in your deck, but yeah, run the risk. It is what it is if you hit it, I guess. A way to like subvert this is if the waylays are in your hand at the start of the round and they're the cards that Vanadame puts back in your deck, they get put right to the bottom so you can't draw them when you use your Snowdrop. And then you play Simless. Now, if Vanadane sticks on the board and if Vanadane is basically on the board when you play Simless, you get your four waylays, so that's 12 points right there. You get four Deadeyes, another 12 points, and any kills are another 3 points. So, assuming you get 3 kills, which isn't getting 4 kills, sorry, which isn't unreasonable considering you can use your leader similar to how you would use a Shiru to sort of set units up and kill them off. You can basically drop this and it plays for 38 points in an ideal world. Even if your Vanadane's removed, for example, it still plays for like 20 points. If you don't get if you don't get any kills, if you just have Vanadane on the board and you just get four pings of three, it still plays for 20 26 points. So that's what I mean. It's got short round potential, and then all of a sudden you play your Isengrim to boost them all. You play your Venossiel and get 2 points per Deadeye. So yeah, it's just kind of nuts. And because Vanadin is like 6 power, it means you need relatively large removal. And particularly if your opponent's running like a Karathi, for example, they probably used it on Find F in round one. Um, and getting into those later rounds, because of the pressure you're putting in round one, your opponent is sometimes lacking answers to Vanadin. So I found he sticks far more than I expected. Um, in terms of considerations for this deck, I have been seriously considering running a renew. I think it is something I'm going to try out. Is so the sort of reason for this is so you can Vanadin in round one, and then use him again in round two. And sort of the reason for this is you can kind of double dip on the value in that Vanadin can be used in round one as the second trigger for Find Death, which means he will spawn a Deadeye when that waylay off the scenario gets used, and create another two waylays. You put them back in your deck. Round three, you renew Vanadane, you make another two waylays, and you do it like usual. Difference is it's 6 waylays, which just again adds another potential 18 points onto the combo, which makes renew be kind of worth like 24 points. But that is obviously an ideal world. You need to be hitting Vanadane, um, Find F, or at least one in an era. So it's probably more high rolly, but it also there's also the thing of adding a lot of waylays to your deck. It makes you much more likely to draw into it, but that is definitely a consideration. You could consider putting an Isengrim and like putting back a 5 to a 4, for example, and that would be good to go. So yeah, give this one a try. Already my deck of the season by far, so yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. And I'm assuming this will be a similar. I would assume. Hand's kind of bad. Hand is kind of bad. I think we've got enough to deal with it though, you know, we go fine. We use our elves. Probably use Scoia'tael this round as well, I would imagine. Yeah. Deal with that. So we'll go for an officer. There's an officer, we'll put that down to a 2. And if they play a deploy and it goes up to a 3, then we can play like a bowman or something. And this will be in waylay range. So good. So good. We also could Vanadane, which is maybe the line. Maybe the line. I'm not sure. Sure. Okay, so this is going to go over. If only we had a way to do this, but maybe healing this. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we'll just check out the assimilate engine. It's good enough. It's good enough.
We will take back what was stolen.
And then we probably use Scoia'tael this round as well because it keeps the commander going. Maybe we'll get a snipe. Find out. Nah, that's not. God's not. God's with low roll it. Problem is we can't do the thing of passing on 7 because we want a long round. Because we just get bullied by assimilate in a long round. There's no way you can match that point output. I think it'll all be about passing at the right time. I reckon we probably use go Swallow and then Karathi and then we dip out. Probably the best way to go. Probably the best way to go. And maybe we run a verification. I want to use that card just for transforming. Fine. That might be the way. That might be the way. Fair enough on the coup target. Fair enough. Good one. Good one. Right, so yeah, we're still pressuring a win on even. Don't expect we get it. Kinda doesn't matter. We don't care about winning on even. We just kinda care about being a pain. Being a bit of a pain. And what are you gonna get here? Just the more they commit here, the shorter the rounds are going. I mean, round 3 is now at best a 9-card round, which is already better than a 10-card round against assimilate. Absolutely fine. Doesn't deny his carryover. We maybe use a waylay, to be fair. Really not the end of the world. We could also thin the sentinels, which I'm not totally opposed to doing, to be honest. You know, just use one leader. Sentinels for 7. Not bad. Not bad. 1, 2. Alright, let's thin the sentinels. And then this will boost, and we're back in charge. And again, max it's going to be is an 8-card round. Maybe we get it down a bit more. We can find out. I don't mind using a waylay. If it means we get a triple waylay on Simless, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Just about winning this round. We don't want them to be able to, like, you know, say win here, dry pass. Ooh.
Gotcha,
We don't have the reach. We do not have the reach for that, do we? 1, 2, 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still behind, we'd have to play Vanadin. Vanadin doesn't work. We don't really have a plan B here. So unfortunately we got a pass, but I mean at least it's a 7-card round. We got a tiny bit of carryover on the Vanadin. We got some of their scariest stuff out, like Artaud's out, Portal's out, Triss is out, one Yusaku's out. I mean, they're almost certainly dry passes here, but yeah, we can see. We can see. There is the slim hope that we can find these two, please. Well, these three, really. There's a slim hope that we can control the engines off the board, which is possible. Quadruple Waylay kind of gives us the reach to remove 2 engines at least.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
That looks kind of good to me. Like some good draws. So what we'll do is we'll Vanadin, throw back the Swordmaster, and another card, which I'd forgotten. Oh, the Swordmaster, that was the one. And then we draw into a Swallow. Maybe we want to put back a Swallow, actually. Yeah, put back a Swallow. Not that leader as well. It's like 6 points. 6 points is 6 points. Actually, it's worth a bit more than that, actually. Being able to, because typically assimilate engines are like 4 power. Linus is obviously the exception.
The Scoia'tael must the woods abandon.
We'll put back you and you for waylays. We'll Anira for you. And we'll Simless kill everything. Yevin kill something. Isengrim get a last little boost in. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. They maybe answer this, and if they do, we obviously lose quite a few points, but is what it is. Is what it is. I haven't run into anybody running this this Wheeler deck either, but like I'm convinced this is very good. Like not just, oh yeah, this is playable. Like this is very good.
Listen to me sing, damn it.
There were the other two. Well, that was one of them. I can't remember what the next card coming up was. The officer. Can we just be a little bit patient?
There is no shame in fear.
Gonna say if the copy Simless, that's kind of bad.
Sword and arm be one.
It's fine. We just say that that doesn't happen, and it doesn't. Right. So double ping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems good. These pings there. Ping you. And then we Simless, and we just pray that the actual Waylay spawns don't go on the same row. Thank you. It's not bad, is it? It's not too bad at all. We'll play Swordmaster as well. Pirate Officer. Yavin can kill anything that looks a little scary. But we'll try and actually get some value off the Swordmaster. Probably won't get too much. Still, 7 for 4. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm absolutely loving this deck. I've played like this and like 2 games of some other stuff, and that's literally about it. See, this is what I mean. That's the kind of thing I was talking about when I said something a little scary. I mean, I don't think we care even that much, do we? Ugh, that's stinky. Now they can mess up our Yavin, but I'd rather develop this. Just because like getting a ridiculous Yavin just doesn't seem worth. I'd rather use Yavin to get clean kill on another assimilate card, like the Brathens for example. Right, let's see how smart they are. Need to put it on the range row. Not big brained, not big brained. These things happen though. Yeah, this all stems from like the round 1 of just being able to put that pressure on and just say, if you want to win this round and drive past round 2, you're gonna have to fight for it. And I mean, sure, we spent like our Venosial and like our Karathi and Van Def and Aileron being pulled out, but it kind of doesn't matter. All our points are coming from these 2. So we literally don't care. Not a care in the world. Just in case they have another spy. I'll play the card that's worth a little more. I mean, it doesn't matter, it works out the same points anyway. Yeah, this is kind of why. I don't have a great deal of the stuff I want to play anymore. They can have the pick of, they actually pulled the only, what's the word? Non-4 provision card. Alright, let's see if they have, what's that? 3. Do they have 21 points from this last card? I somewhat doubt it. Alright, cool. Yeah, good deck. Good deck. Alright, this is the test of what's the best way to play Scoia'tael. So you go back. You go back. And you go back. Very cool. This probably just gets Karathi'd. But it is what it is, not too much we can do. Not too much we can do about that. Consider maybe going with neophytes in the list as well. Get even more dead eyes. But it feels like a bit of overkill. Yep. Yep, heat wave. So, here we go, Dunker. Dunker's not a bad shout. Problem is it turns off the commander, which is not all that great. So I think instead we just we boost you up. But that keeps ticking. Just for now. Just for now. Geek. Okay, so we can play this for 5. Don't mind that. Obviously not amazing. But we just want to get that pass. We just want to go to a long round. We really don't care. Yeah, that's slow enough. We dip out. And we can pull ahead here. But we'll have to play something reasonably substantial. They need to play like 9 points to get ahead here. So if I was in their situation, I'd probably just like use the kind of throwaway cards if they got like an orb, maybe like play an orb, and something else. It's making them think, which is always a good sign. It's always a good sign. They kind of want a short round anyway, and I mean that kind of works out for us. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I always forget how many points Hamadryades can kick out. This is kind of okay. We can quite happily Vanadin this round. I mean, I'd rather not, but if we do, we do. What we'll most likely do is an era for Dunker at some point. We can maxi to have a look. Happy enough to use Venossial. We can use Isengrim. I'm happy enough to use Leader. For all the Swallows and things like that.
I could drown you. Single drop.
Yeah, let's just... seems like an overcommitment doing that, but I'd rather just keep that off the board. We're less reliant on our leader in this matchup, just because it's Nature's Gift. There's going to be a ton of Trions. So. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? I mean, I know they're going to keep pushing. Okay, we just accept that that's going to go off. Because even if we knock it down to 1, they just orbit, and then it's just a little sad. I know there's probably a seer coming now. Oh, Sinless. Okay.
At your age, at 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
A nice combo, but it's not my combo, is it? Right, so we can kill one of these if we want to. Oh yeah, I just realised because orbs are 6. Yeah, that's actually good. I forgot about that. Little buff there, isn't it? So Yevon pulls Illyrin. So we want to do it, not yet. Okay, let's just pull the whole gang. Sort of, it looks like an overcommitment, but I mean it puts the pressure on. It gives us a bit of space to, you know, go something like a maxi.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Literally the reverse order to what we want. Put that waylay on the bottom. Don't like the idea of missing all those, to be honest. Considering we kind of need just at least one of them, and we actually don't hit a single one there. It's not ideal. Not exactly ideal.
The elders must put a stop to this rebellion, else they will face devastation.
Too much going on. Did actually forget that Salve comes back out. That was a bit of a misplay on my part.
No mercy!
We can give him the pass. I don't mind. I do not mind. Got 4, 5, 6. 7. 7 points coming. Swallow gets us ahead. Just take your foot off the gas, my guy, please, please. Still in reach with Karate. It's all good. It's all good. Do not like this though. It's kind of what I was saying, right? Right, I'm calling you all out here. All said, Scoia'tael cards, terrible, terrible, terrible. And what was I saying? What was I saying? They're good. They are enough. They're enough to make Scoia'tael work. They're exactly what a spell-focused Scoia'tael list needed. They've needed for a long time. Is this like hyper sort of cycle and like synergy kind of stuff? So like, you know, the way that like you pull a seer off of council, for example, and because it's a spell, then you can go Orb of Insight again, and then you use it on the Elven Seer and it spawns another one. Like, there's so much potential there for it. What are your bets that is a Gordo in hand? I would say it's almost 100% of the time. Yep. No more ticking, so we can just take the extra points on Vanadin. Cool. We also know that Karathe's gone, so it's not all bad. I'm a little concerned about waylay targets though. Let's go get a little suspicious. How are we gonna do this? We only get 3 waylays then. I think that's okay.
As you command, Daisy.
Now you know Simless is the next card. You know that my Snowdrop is going to find Simless. Almost 100% of the time it finds him. No, this is... I feel like this Waylay list is good. I don't think it's as good as this version. Like, if you were really looking for like the best way to use Scoia'tael, I think going this kind of thing is a lot stronger. But
I like you whether you like us or not.
okay, so we weren't finding it. That makes me feel a touch better. So these all play for 6, so that's what's it called? 6, 18, 20, and then any kills are an extra 3 points. And we can get 2 kills. King there. Oh no. There, one there. Kill the other one. It's all good. It's all good. So we can get 1 kill, 2 kills, and that's the way to go. That's the way to go with this.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
You, and yeah, this isn't going to be quite enough because their gold is going to be like. Their goal's going to be like 25 points. Oh, he's only 20. Only 20. Oh, that's fair enough. So yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But yeah, I absolutely in love with this deck. So give it a try, boys. Give it a try.